So for this question, we've got to decide if these following sets of points are functions. So the first example, we have 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, and 4, -2. Now, how do we decide if something like this is a function? We have to look at the inputs and the outputs. If the same input has two different outputs, that's a problem. And the other way we think about this is we think about the vertical line test. If a vertical line can cut the graph in more than one point, again, it is not a function. So let's go ahead and put those points on a graph and see how they behave. Putting them here, we have 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, and 4, -2. So no vertical line hits 2 points. So yes, this is a function. Also, no input has 2 different outputs. So this meets the requirement. So this is a function. The next example is 2, 9, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, 6. So you can see 2, 9 and 2, 7. The same input has 2 different outputs. This is not a function. If we take a quick look at Desmos on this, you will indeed see 2, 9, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, 6. Vertical line test. We have 2, 9 and we have 2, 7. A vertical line cuts 2 points, so this is not a function, as we said. Okay, our next question is, y is plus or minus the square root of 4 minus x squared? So think about this. Let's say x is 0. What could y be? Well, plus root 4 minus 0, which is plus 2, or minus root 4 minus 0, which is minus 2. So the same input has 2 different outputs. So this is not a function. If we want to graph that on Desmos, we would say y is plus the square root of 4 minus x squared. Y is minus the square root of 4 minus x squared. And of course, you will see that it violates the vertical line test. The vertical line hits it in 2 points, multiple places. So again, that is not a function. What is our next question? We have y equals 5x squared. Okay. Y equals 5x squared. What can we say about that? Well, do we have an input that has 2 different outputs? You can plug in various values, right? X, y. X is 0, y is 5 times 0, x is 1, 5. -1, also 5. 2 squared is 4 times 5 is 20. -2 squared is also 20. But I never have the same input giving me 2 different outputs, so it sure looks like this is a function. To convince myself, again, I can go to Desmos and draw a graph. And we'll go with y equals 5x squared. And sure enough, no vertical line cuts it in 2 points. Vertical lines only cut it in 1. So yes, that is a function. Okay, what do we have next? 1 to C, 2 to A, 3 to C. Let's write all those down. 1 C, 2 B, and 3C. And the question is, does any one input have two different outputs? And no, we don't have a situation where the same input is used twice. So that's okay. So this is a function. Let's look at the next one. What is that going to show me? 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 3 to 5. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. The same input, two different outputs, 3 to 4 and 3 to 5. We look at that. Same input, two different outputs, not a function. If we would graph that, we'd see a vertical line cutting that in two places, not a function. And then we have this thing. Does a vertical line cut that in more than one point? No, I think every vertical line hits it in exactly one. So yes, this is a function. And then H, now vertical line, right? Vertical line here cuts it in 2 points. Vertical line here cuts it in 2 points. Vertical line there cuts it in 2 points. So that is not a function.